Alright, so when I first got my first business cards from Mark, the graphic designer back then, I noticed that he had www.mumzels.com, and that didn't sit right with me because I knew I did not have a website at the moment, so I didn't want to mislead people. I didn't want to be, like, oh, I have a website when I didn't really have a website. So I expressed that to him and told him that, okay, if it can be removed, please remove it. If it cannot, then I guess we just have to go work with it. But thankfully it could have been removed, so we removed it, and this was what came next. This was the end result of him removing the website, and that was my business card for 5 years.
So I wanted Mumzel for my sister's sweet 16. That didn't happen, but she was busy. Some order for Mother's Day, guys. I'm gonna tell her something. You see, she know what she do. Like one of the best cupcakes I ever taste ever.
So I had no idea what my cards should look like. I had no idea what I wanted them to look like. So I reached out to Michaela, owner of XpresHans, and I told her that I wanted her to make some business cards because she is really good, and at the time she was still making business cards. So she gave me the requirements that she knew she gonna need. She asked me the questions: glossy or matte, one-sided or two-sided, and I should respond by bolding my answer. So my answers were: I wanted my cards to be glossy, I wanted them to be two-sided, and I wanted it to be minimalistic, and the color should still reflect the color scheme that we came up with Humbird Media. The card I had for 5 years was all I knew. I did not know what I wanted, so I gave her full rein, and in true XpresHans style, she came back and she blew me out of the park. Listen, excitement when we put on up in the middle night when Michaela sent me this design, I was so impressed. Remember, I had no idea what I wanted. I did not know how I wanted this card to look, but the moment I saw this design, I knew this was what I needed. Listen, when you see the front of the card, and then when I saw the back, Michaela knew exactly what I needed, and she delivered. She delivered. And when the excitement died down a bit, I realized that my logo have a rolling pin, so maybe that other rolling pin was too much. So I went back to Michaela with the excitement, of course. Alright, you see, the first excitement we put on when I saw the first design does not compare to when I saw this. I knew that this was it. This was the final draft, but I needed to see how they would look. A wooden spoon and a spatula. So I asked her to do one more so I can see. Michaela sent me this. I loved this design, even though it's just replacing the wooden spoon with a spatula. I was on the fence. I was like, should I put a spatula? Should I do the spoon? This design just felt like the one. It just felt like this is what I needed. This is what the next season of Mumzel's needed. So this is how the card looked when she printed this one, and I am just so very excited and happy with this final look from a card, because the card I had for 5 years represented Mumzel's Gourmet Pastries, but it was actually supposed to just be a cupcakery, and a cupcakery is a bakery that specializes in only cupcakes. That was my plan for Mumzel's, but I began branching out, and I believed that the logo with the cupcake kind of had us in a box. But with this logo, you can see that we are a bakery, but it does not put us in a box as to what it is that we are limited to when it comes on to our baked products. So I'm happy with the logo, and I'm happy with business cards that Michaela designed, and I am excited to see how this new card and how this new look will hold up for this new season that Mumzel's is walking into. I am so excited.